Hey there, Sparkrock community. We're excited to introduce some new features included in Sparkrock Ed HRP version 5.2.39. We have some enhancements to allow supervisors to efficiently review and process absence requests, and increase control over when employees and supervisors can submit or approve absences. So in this video, we're going to show some productivity enhancements for supervisor absence approval and demonstrate that new absence balance validation functionality. Let's get started. The supervisor absence approval page shows a list of the absence requests that meet the filter criteria. However, to open each request, in the past you had to open the menu on the right and select View. Well, now the employee name is hyperlinked for each request, so you can just select the name to open up the record. No need to go clicking through the menu. This is an enhancement that was recently made for board-level approvals that's now available to supervisors. And while we're here on the absence details screen, you might have noticed another enhancement. The absence details screen now has approve and reject buttons right on the absence details page. So you don't need to go back to the list page to approve, you can do it right here. And like board approvals, this works with multi-select as well. Select a number of absence requests, view them, and then you can use the arrow icons to move back and forth through your requests and approve or reject each one. Back on the supervisor absence approval page, you can now select and choose the columns to show to just see the information that's relevant to you. And to give supervisors more information at a glance, there's new columns for days, override credit loss, days available, and hours. We know supervisors have a lot to deal with, so our goal is to make the supervisor absence approval grid more efficient and intuitive. Historically, the absence module allowed submission and approval of absences even when accrual balances were zero. This could create overdrawn absence bank and inconsistent payroll data. Well, this release introduces a new block approval if no accrual flag, which is available to admins under System, Settings, Board, and then the Absence tab. If the flag is off, everything works as before. If the flag is set to on and the employee has the available balance for their absence account, it also works like before. The employee or supervisor won't notice a difference. However, if the flag is on and the employee tries to save an absence and they don't have an available balance, they'll receive this error message and won't even be able to submit it. And same thing for supervisors. If the flag is on and a supervisor tries to enter for an employee that doesn't have an available balance, they'll also get the error. However, sometimes there are exceptional cases where the absence may be permitted. On the board absence entry screen, a board level user can enter an absence and, when that flag we talked about earlier is turned on, they'll get the same message. However, there's a new override checkbox and a text box that appears when that flag is set to on. A board level user can check the override box and fill out the mandatory reason field to give details of the override. They can then save and approve. So that's it for this release, Sparkrock Ed HRP version 5.2.39. These enhancements were built directly from your feedback, helping supervisors save time, reduce errors, and manage absences with confidence. So don't forget to check out the release notes for details on everything that's changed and share your thoughts on these changes with your customer success manager. Thanks again for watching and for being part of the Sparkrock community.